last time that I created a video on how to set up a free website, the number one comment and complaint that I got was that I wasn't using Wix.com. Now, I tend to have a preference towards WordPress, and that definitely comes in handy if you ever have the intention of upgrading to a paid website. However, the general consensus and the majority of people tend to think Wix is the best. Now, that's not to say that Wix is the best for you. There are a bunch of different options out there. So what this video is designed to show you is, first of all, how to set up a free website with Wix.com, because that's the most popular choice. Second of all, what your other options are and what they bring to the table. And then finally, do you want a free website or would you be better off with a paid website? Now, don't get me wrong, this video is going to show you exactly how to set up a free website. If that's what you're looking for, you are going to figure that out. However, it's also going to give you other options to work with. So sit back in your comfortable chair, get out a notepad, and enjoy the video. The first thing you want to do is do a Google search for Wix.com. It's going to be your first option there, so the free website builder. After you go to Wix.com, you're going to have to set up an account. That's going to be very easy to do, so just click on the Start Now button. Wix is then going to ask for some very basic information, so you just want to put your email address in here. Make sure that you type it correctly. Of course, you want to confirm it below as well. That's pretty simple. Come up with some kind of password and sign up. The next page is asking you what kind of website you would like to create, so you just have to pick the right category for your website. Of course, if you don't find a good category on here, then you can always just click on the Other tab and you'll create a website that doesn't fit into any of these neatly crafted categories. But most likely, you will be able to find the right category for your kind of website. So I'm going to pick business, and I'm going to click on small businesses. The next step is we just want to click on the Get Started button after we've decided what category we want. Then we're going to have the option of picking the look and feel for our website. Now, how your website looks is very important, because if your website doesn't look very good, nobody's going to take you seriously. Now, what I really highly recommend to you is that a lot of these themes are going to look very nice with a lot of bells and whistles. But generally what people are looking for online is they want a really clean and simple design. So you want to pick a website that has a very, very simple design to it. The themes I've seen so far on this page, I'm most drawn to this Carpenter because it's got a very, very clean cut layout. So I'm just going to click on the Edit button. That's going to take me to an easy to use editor, and it's pretty simple to edit all this stuff. Basically, you just want to hover over what you want to edit, and then you can just go in here and make changes directly. So you'll see that I already have my full layout. All I have to do is personalize it to my website. So I wouldn't want to say welcome to Rafters because that doesn't make sense to me, but I might say welcome to Brendan Mace's site. So that's the real easy way to edit the text. But if you want to edit the way the text looks like, then all you have to do is hover on the text here. So go in here, and if you highlight the text, like I highlight welcome to Brendan Mace's site here, I can actually change the font that I want to use. So I can switch over to a different font, play around here with one that will look different. This is a real funky one. So again, I tend to have a preference towards fonts and designs that are real clean cut. So this isn't something that I would typically use, but I'll use it for this example video. Then I can change the font size here as well, so I can make the text a lot bigger. I can make it a lot smaller. You can basically just play around with anything you want. Now I can change any of this text. All I have to do is highlight what I want to change, and I can just remove it here, and I can start again with the text that I want to use. So I can say this site is going to be awesome. All right, so I'll put in this is going to be awesome. Now, of course, I might want to have a little bit of a blurb here, but just for the sake of the video, I'm going to show you that I can highlight this, and again, I can change the font, the text size, whether I use italics, underline, any of the kind of functions that you would expect to have in something like Microsoft Word. Now, what generally people really love about Wix is how user-friendly it is and how sleek it is. So we have this nice editor here, and it works really well in real time. And there's really no lag going on. So you'll notice that it is a pretty darn good editor to be using. Now, of course, we can switch anything we want here. The next thing you're probably going to want to know is how would we add an image, or how would we add different functions to our site instead of being just purely text-based? Well, if we want to add anything, all we have to do is click on this add button. And then I can go into this night editor here and select exactly what I want to add. So if I want to have social buttons added onto my site, which is very important in this day and age, just to look professional if anything else, it's very important to add something to the social bar. So you can actually go here and you can drag and drop your social buttons into your website. See how that works? So I have the editor here where I just click add, and I can add whatever I want and just drag and drop it onto my site. Now I can move the box around where I want to put it in the perfect spot. So let's say I want to put it right at the top here in front of where it says welcome to Brendan Mace's site. So I got it on the top here. And when I'm ready, I can just click on the set social links button. Pretty darn simple. Now I can choose here which social options I want to use in what order. So if I want to move around here, it makes it very easy to use. Let's say I want to put Twitter first because that's the most important to me, and I'll put Google Plus, and then I'll have Facebook over here to the side. I have my buttons. Anytime that I'm done, let's say I don't care about Pinterest, and once I've got it all in there, I can click on the done button, and boom, I've got my social buttons set where I want to put them, and I've chosen which social buttons I want to use, okay? Now let's add a different element here just for practice sake. So I could put in here a video, I could put in music, although I don't necessarily recommend music because I don't like annoying visitors with surprise sounds that they're not expecting. But a very popular option would be something like an image. So what I can do here is I can select an image, and I can actually upload something. So I can upload my own image here. So I just click on upload my own image, right? And then it says, let's add your images. So to add your images in a batch or one at a time, click upload images or drag and drop into this window. So I'm just going to click on upload images. I'm going to go to my desktop here, and I am going to select, for example purposes, I'm going to take this screenshot right here and click on choose, okay? Then it's just going to upload into my website. Very simple, very easy to use. And then once I'm done here and it's all uploaded, click on done and add to page. Again, same as the social buttons, I can actually move this image around and decide where I want to set it, okay? Now, right in the editor itself, if I accidentally pick the wrong image, I can just change the image right here. I can also add some different effects to it as well. If I can crop it, do all this kind of stuff. So as you can see, the Wix editor has a lot of really powerful functionality in it, and it's really darn easy to use. Now, I'm not going to waste your time in this video and go with each button one by one because I think that would be fun for you to play around with yourself. I will just say that get set up in Wix. It only takes about a couple minutes to do, and then just play around with it for half an hour. Within half an hour of playing around with it, you will get a very good idea of how the Wix editor works. It's very, very user-friendly. And then once you're ready to go, basically you just click on this publish button, which I'm going to show you in a second. But remember what I said, resist the urge to add a lot of really fancy imagery and a bunch of stuff going on in your website, because generally the websites that get the highest conversions, the highest readership, and the highest amount of followers, usually they're very simple, okay? They have a very simple layout because people have low attention spans. They don't do well with too much distracting stimulus. So you really want to simplify and make everything really easy to read. So I wouldn't necessarily want to have these bananas back here, but just for the sake of fun in this video, I added that background. So when I'm ready, I can decide to either just save my site as is. So when you first save a site, it's going to ask you, where do you want your website page to be shown? So mine is brendanmace.wix.com, and then I have what my page name would be. So I'm going to pick welcome. So I'm going to pick welcome for my first page here. Click on save and continue. After it's all done saved, which says your site's saved, I can preview button so I can get a good look at what my website would look like. And as you can see here, it's pretty much the same as it looks in the editor, just without any of the hovering distractions in the way. Then once I'm done, go back to editor. When I'm ready, I can click on the publish button. Now, once I've clicked the publish button, boom, just like that, I have my website available for everybody to see. Very simple, very user-friendly, and I'm good to go. So I just showed you how you can sign up for Wix.com in the next couple minutes and create a website that the world can see, and it's very, very easy to do. I just created a full blog post on what I believe are the 10 best free website builders. Now, number one, as I was saying earlier, tends to be Wix.com. That's what people like the best. However, you do have other options. My favorite actually happens to be WordPress. So take a look at this blog post. I'm going to leave a link at both corners of the video. So take a look and actually decide for yourself, because all of these free website builders offer different features. So you want to find the one that's the best fit for the kind of website that you want to create. So a few days before I created this video that you're watching right now, I talked about why free websites suck. Now, what that video could have been called is why free websites suck for some people, because clearly free websites have a purpose and they are very good in certain circumstances. However, if you're a person that intends to make money from the websites that you create, then you're going to want to know what the consequences are to creating a free website versus a paid website. So I have a video on my YouTube channel, and again, you can look at either corners of this video, that will actually tell you what you can expect to get when you choose to create a free website. That will give you the best idea of whether it's better for you to save some money and go with a free solution, or whether it's in your best interest to actually invest in a hosting solution and get a paid website up and running on the internet. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If this provided some value for you and helped you in your journey to create a free website, then I'd really appreciate it if you gave it a like and shared it with your friends. As always, I really appreciate you watching my videos, and I will see you in the next one. If you want a ton of internet marketing videos, how to create a website, how to build a list, who cares? Whatever you want in Make Money Online, I pretty much have all of it. My YouTube channel has over 80 videos now. You can find out what you're looking for, and I can show you what you need to know. So make sure, if you haven't done so already, subscribe to my channel on the right side there, or subscribe below, and get started doing what you want to do online so that you don't have to do what you don't want to do in a cubicle. I hope this has been good for you. I'll see you guys soon.